Everybody at the on their mask. I can't speak with a mask on. Go ahead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are the PETROTRIN area here with respect to the incident that occurred on Friday. Now, let me just give you some information. Relatives of 4 men who remain unaccounted for after they were sucked into an oil pipeline at Paria Fuel Trading Company, that's at the back of me here, formerly PETROTRIN in POINT-A-PIERRE, on Friday, 25th of February. The family continue to hope and pray for the best as they eagerly await answers from management of the company at the car park where they have set up. As you can see, they have set up camp all around here. They have set up camp all around here, and because the relatives are critical over the response of the management to the tragedy and lack of information being supplied to them via WhatsApp group that have been created yesterday. Late last night, 3 trucks carrying equipment to be used to extract fluid and contain oil in the pipeline in question entered the compound and was escorted to the area where search and rescue operations continue. The 4 missing men, who are contractors with LMCS Limited, was sucked into a 56-inch oil pipe approximately 60 feet under the water on Friday afternoon while conducting underwater maintenance exercise at number 36 SEALINE riser on board at number 6 at Paria. The missing men have been identified as FYZAL, KURBAN, RISHI, NAGASSAR, YUSUF Henry, and KAZIM Ali Jr. Christopher BOODRAM, another welder who was with the unaccounted men, was found about 50 feet into the pipeline and was pulled out alive. So what we're going to do, we're just going to see the chat with relatives and whatnot to tell us, you know, how they feel about this entire situation. Hi, morning.
Morning.
Right. Morning. No, you all put on your right. Right. And so you all tell me exactly what's going on. Now we are all aware of the situation. If you get somebody to just give me an update. Hi, morning. You're the person who give me an update.
Ricky can also be there.
Where's Ricky? Right. Okay. Right. So just give me an update how the recovery exercise has been going. You all have been informed what's happening. I mean, since Friday, we are hearing that the line can have pockets of air. So there's a strong possibility that these men can be alive. But there's oil. But if there are pockets of air, we're still hoping and praying.
But if contaminated, they wouldn't be able to breathe out.
No, we can't say. We're just hoping for the best. We don't want to, we don't want to come to a conclusion, and and that's it. I don't want to do that. So tell me, how do you feel with the response from Paria?
It has no response.
Nothing.
I feel if a dog get bounced down, would have get better. Nothing. Not a word. That meeting we had with Stuart Young.
Oh, I realized you all had a meeting yesterday with Stuart Young.
Yes.
Tell me what went on with that meeting.
Makes no sense. We give them information.
Yeah.
My brother, who was a rescue diver, who helped the surviving diver, was
your,
my brother. He had
how we describe this? How we describe the situation?
If it wasn't for him, Christopher would have been dead. Because Paria never called him. I called my brother to go outside there.
So he went on his own?
He went on his own. Saved one. One of the divers' sons, 2 sons are divers too. They were outside there. Yes. My brother pulled out the first survivor.
How your brother described the whole situation and the atmosphere out here?
Paria stopping everything.
Do you feel do you feel that they are trying to get their act together?
No.
And hold on, and maybe if they are at fault with respect to this, their delay is giving them time to cover their tracks.
Yes. I believe that. Yes, I believe that. I strongly believe that because when they had pulled out Christopher, there was another knock. These are divers in distress signal.
Oh my God! So all these are relatives of the 4 divers unaccounted for.
Yeah, here's for FYZAL. FYZAL KURBAN.
Wow.
And they denied them of going back. The son broke the rules and went down, but there's only so much the court could have reached to give him oxygen.
So it's approximately, the line is approximately 60 feet under sea, am I right?
Yeah. How much?
60 feet?
No.
45 feet extra, sir?
100 feet. No,
Come out of the
70
lane.
feet.
Step inside a bit, yeah.
And
Go ahead.
about 45 feet.
And 70 feet down under. Yeah. 70 feet.
How thick is this line? 36 inches? You width?
Yeah,
36 inches.
Yeah. But do you really believe that there are pockets of air that...
Yes, the diagram that same said that have pockets of air inside out.
So that is, you know, we're still hoping and
Still
praying.
open, yeah, we still open at the...
So we're going to pray that they are alive still. We don't want to say the dead.
But
because
do you think that they're trying to, because the other that they said they're going to put up a plug on one end of the line and flush out? There's a possibility.
They should have done that the first day.
Then we heard them talking like them considering dead already, family hope.
What am I seeing is normal operations to the back of
Yeah,
here.
normal-
People going here, coming out, going to work and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, normal work. Normal work going on.
You see, again, what the family, I mean, they should have been giving the family an update hour by hour. Just to give them that assurance. That's all they're asking for you. Just audit. I mean, they have shut their doors to the family. I mean, the family, all they need is just an update. Tell us what's happening, ball by ball. So, and give us some kind of reassurance. We're not blaming you for nothing. We just want to know the status on our relatives. But as you can see, they have all been denied that information coming from Paria.
So what we saying, right? What we saying, right, is that this incident took place Friday evening, right? And well, it have a lot of boats at sea at King's Wharf, San Fernando, Claxton Bay. Even here, everybody willing to still make an attempt to still go on. But we can't depend on passes and site signatures and these are emergency situations. We can't wait for pass and for this to happen. It's an emergency. It's main lives stuck. It's main lives here. And this family here since Friday evening till today Sunday morning. No assurance or come and say something. Well, you know, we trying or
How many times did the family, sorry,
from Friday till now?
the Paria officials come out and give
Nothing. So we like the campaign here. We like the campaign here
That is my bottle water. And so Roger, we have
because
we have seating, we have lights, we have toilets.
This is I mean, sometimes we need to do things manually. Sometimes everybody depends on on passes and signatures. This is not time for this. This is main life stuck in here. We need to retrieve them and get them out and at least give the family some consolation that either they're dead or alive. At least. So are we here so long with it? This looks like it might be a whole week. And we are reaching nowhere. We need some closure today that at least.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and nothing.
By today we need to know. At least today if we need to amp up the situation here for
guys,
families.
put up to you. Yeah. Anybody from your side want to say
It's
something?
serious. It's serious. It's serious.
Hi, morning. How are you? Well, I'm happy to see that, you know. Mr. Jackman, good morning. How are you, sir? What's up, man? Yeah, but just tell me your views on this. I realize that you're lending your support to the people. Yeah, tell me. Come closer, please. Go ahead, sir.
At this present point in time, we are approaching day 2, going on to day 3. And in my opinion, the company has shown scant courtesy to the family members of these divers. What we see here is that to establish communication, they are actually liaising with the comments to a WhatsApp group at a particular time. WhatsApp chat group. Right? So far they have only gotten one message. To add to that, they have not been informed what is the method that they will be using to rescue the commoners at sea. They haven't been informed of the status of the work that is going on off-site. We've been hearing that the work has been put off and persons are waiting for work permits to start and recommence after every shift change. So there seems to be
Friday, we're dealing with Friday.
This is since Friday.
Yeah.
So it seems as though Paria has given this.
Do you think that Paria is hiding something? That in the sense that giving them all this time, I mean, with respect to the, you know, getting these men and whatnot, that they are, you know, fixing their tracks.
I can't say. What I can say for sure is that the situation is being dealt with in a very tight.
And there's no updates.
Not sufficient enough updates. Right now, these family members are in a state of mental shock. And Paria would have stated that they would have been provided emotional support and absolutely nothing.
What about the CEO, Mustaq?
No, nobody knows where it is.
I believe he would have met with you all once. And since then,
I don't think what was that here.
and since then we've had no.
Yeah, but that's crazy because all you want is an update. Just give us a ball by ball. It was every 2 hours. Someone tell us how far you have progressed. And that is the problem here. That is the whole problem here. That these men stuck in a line there. We don't have the dead or alive. And all they're asking, all the relative asking for is an update. That is all an update. But if it's every 2 hours to 3 hours, I mean 3 hours in something like this, in the scheme of things, I mean, we can live with that. Every 3 hours, an official from Paria come out. And that's what I'm calling for. This is an international embarrassment here, you know. International embarrassment that this company, this, as they say, this P&M company does not care. 37 years ago, 37 years ago, when there was the explosion on the jetty, he lost his father. The family lost their father. Now their son now is trapped into a line, and it is in the vicinity of the same jetty. So again, to the back of me here, you know, we're calling on the officials of Paria, well, former PETROTRIN, calling on the official, because I mean, this is craziness. We are calling on international bodies to get involved because something is being covered up. They're not pushing to get these men, and all we are asking for, I am not a diver or anything. All we are asking for, all the relatives who stayed here Friday night, Saturday night into Sunday morning with children. They have children here. They have babies here. All they need is an update, a ball by ball. What's happening? Come on and tell me. Well, you know, I'm a representative from Paria. We're standing with you at this time. This is how far. This is what we are doing currently. You understand? We are waiting equipment. Just give us, just tell us something. But again, nobody's saying anything. Stuart Young came yesterday. That's it. With his entire entourage and whatnot. Spoke a little while, and that's it. I mean, he slept home. He slept home peacefully last night. But put yourself in these people's shoes that their relatives in a pipeline. That's it. Bottom line, and nobody's telling them anything from Paria. So it's a clear indication that Paria is, I mean, trying to cover their tracks. That's all. But it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. To the back of me is somebody's making coffee. They have water. Apparently, it brought to my attention that Ansel Roger brought stuff here, and you know we must thank Ansel Roger for such, I mean, a nice act like this. And but it's really something. It's really something. We have officials from, we just spoke to Jackman. We have other officials from OWTU here, lending support, bringing stuff, Ansel Roger people here. I mean, it's really terrible. Go ahead.
You see nobody, not even one person.
Normal, I mean,
what you get? Like, you know,
normally they close the gate, they have tight security, they armed guards and whatnot, and so at the gate, and it's just like nobody's telling these people, and that is all. Bottom line here. As you can see, people bringing tables and whatnot.
Just came back, and that's her.
This is spouse of one of the divers. Taxi, I'm going to talk to you just now. Ma'am, morning. This is her husband. What's his name? Which one?
Rishi Nagassar.
Nagassar. Well, Rishi Nagassar is the name. Ma'am, I mean, have you received any word from Paria with respect to your husband being stuck in a line? When was the last time you saw your husband? Okay. Okay. Wow. So tell me something. I mean, so nobody, do you have children? How old is that son, ma'am? And what is your name? Vanessa. I mean, her husband has been there since her husband has been stuck in that line since Friday. Nobody from Paria contacted you. No counseling, nothing.
Only yesterday they asked if I wanted counseling, but I don't want to counsel. I just want them fined.
Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Something about.
Do you think enough is being done by Paria to bring your husband out of that line?
That's right. They had people who were willing to come and help them. They had people there present, divers, with a big ships outside. They sent two speedboats with divers outside, and they refused. They had gun at their head. If anybody coming,
but what is the cover up? All we want is these men to come out of this line. That is all.
That's all.
But do you think that there is a cover by Paria because they are at fault?
Yes, they are at fault. They murdered the 4 people.
Wow.
Hope that they're still alive, but yesterday they gave us no hope.
No hope. And you see, they're not giving you, a ball by ball to tell you what's happening. Come on, always asking. I mean, no comfort. And you see,
I have to look at my child. I have to see his father. Anybody come home asking me the daddy.
wow. And I would tell you something. I mean, when you see in international tragedies and shooting at schools and disasters and whatnot, you have officials will come out and give, police. You have officials. I mean, officials saying, well, this is what's happening. X is investigating. We have reached thus far. We have gotten a equipment to make sure we don't have an oil spill. In the event that we should plug part of the line, we are doing that right now. That is all they need. That is all they need. As you can see, Save Our Fathers, please. They have also put up, this is what they're asking for. All we want is an update on things. Those of you who are watching me right now, there's a terrible thing in Trinidad and Tobago, and the government at the end of the day that runs Paria, they are trying to cover it up since Friday, and nobody is coming and telling people nothing. Business as usual. This woman crying, this woman here, she have a child. The child father locked up in our line. We don't know if he's alive. We don't know what. We are hearing is a strong possibility that the lines might have air pockets and whatnot. But still, how many days now? Friday, it's Saturday, it's Sunday morning, people camping out here. This is how we treat our own people. Look at that woman in the car, they're being consoled. Look at that woman in the car being consoled. Yes, let everybody see. Can I have another one, please? Taxi, how this taxi. Save our family, right? Right? Could you put up the names of the 4 persons, please? Yeah, Daddy, we're waiting for you. Children out here, right, Daddy, we are waiting for you. And nothing. Those of you who are looking at me internationally, this is PETROTRIN, this is roundabout here. As you know, the PETROTRIN was shut down by the PNM administration and then go to Paria. And to run the operation, a lot of people lost their jobs. The entire Marabella area just went right down. Just right down. All the malls there, nothing is buzzing in Marabella. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you, I mean, what again? Look at these signs coming out. Daddy, we are waiting for you. Save our family. One woman crying in a car. Her husband is locked up there inside this line here. We don't know if he's dead or alive, and nobody cares. Nobody's saying anything. And all we want, ladies and gentlemen, is some kind of assurance. They can't give us a status of the men inside the line. Understand what I'm saying? They can't give us a status of the men inside the line. But tell me something. What are you doing to extract the men from the line, from the line that sucked them in? And that is all. So those of you who are looking at me all over the world, this is just for you to understand what's going on. As you can see, Paria, no human rights, our lives matter. Taxi, tell me, go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. This is a sad moment here right now, right? RISHI NAGASSAR, which is my nephew-in-law, my niece husband,
right? And the other family going through this trial time,
Yeah.
right? From Friday to now,
Nothing.
nothing from management.
Nothing. Business
nothing,
as usual.
Business as usual.
I saw Mr. Stuart Young was here
Stuart
also.
Young was here, but he come as a surprise. I want to know if I have surprise pocket here or a surprise for Christmas. He's a Santa. When we asked him that what management is doing, he said he just come here, just passing, right?
Passing.
Surprise.
He passing, just imagine the
Right.
minister, the energy minister saying he just passing. Let me see what's going on there.
Yeah.
4 men locked up in our line. We don't know we don't know their status. Right? They're locked into an oil line. Now it's a strong possibility the line might have pockets of air.
Yeah.
The Minister of Energy, which is Stuart Young, he's not giving the family no assurance and tell them, well, here what, we have brought in this equipment. That's what they want to hear, you know.
True.
We can't tell you, Paria might know the status of the men. I need to understand this. They might know the status of the men inside the line. But give us some kind of assurance what you're doing to extract the men from the clog line, from the line that sucked them in. You understand? That is all they want to know. That is all they want to know. Give us a ball by ball. And I really hope that I go in live and, I mean, so many people around the world looking at, and maybe wherever the Prime Minister is in St. Lucia, I know he's stranded there, that at least he can call somebody in Paria, the CEO, Mustaq or whoever, you know.
Well, Mustaq, the CEO of Paria,
Yeah.
was there with him.
Yeah.
But them come there just as a joker and promise,
That's the former MP fella,
right?
Mustaq.
Right? Mustaq Mohammed, I think his name.
I know him.
Right?
But
Right?
there are lies. Mr.
And they're
Allen.
lying, lying.
The media
Right.
claim that Paria said they had trauma counselors here. I have been here since
No one.
yesterday. And there's no one.
That is not true.
I called the Paria representative who have been calling these people, a young lady, sounds very young person. And she was quite insensitive, extremely insensitive to the fact that I am telling her there are no lights, there's no water, there are no facilities here for people who are dying out there, trapped in a pipeline doing your work, and they were none the wiser. They said they will call tomorrow at 8:30 when everybody gets back out. This is the kind of humane thing that we are going through right now in Trinidad and Tobago. When the people are trapped in the coal mines in the US,
Yeah.
the whole world knows about
That's right.
it. The whole
But
world
the whole world will
stands
know
with
now.
it.
The whole world will know
Oil
now.
is an international thing. We had international bodies here. And why must these 4 gentlemen suffer the way they
Nothing
are
from
suffering?
Paria, nothing.
We have no helicopters in the sky.
Sure.
We have no Coast Guard boats out there circling to see what can happen. We have no escorts
That
carrying
is
out
all
the
the people I want
divers.
you to know. That is all I want. And people I want you to know, those of you who are looking at the thousands and thousands of people who are looking at me on this live, that is all the people want. What is the update of my brother? What is the update of my uncle? What is the update of my nephew trapped in a line? That is what
Mr.
we are talking
Allen,
about.
We don't even, we're not asking Paria to give us divers. They don't have to hire anyone. The families
people
have
willing,
divers
people
lined
willing.
up.
Licensed divers here.
Licensed
So
divers.
give us a pass.
Willing to
Let the
go down.
people go in and see what they could do.
Kings Wolf, Claps, and they all them fellas say they're
We
willing
have
to
all
them
the
go and
fishing
help.
boats.
Yeah.
Waiting
Right
to
here.
help.
Waiting.
The fishing
But
boats
taking
are
out,
waiting for
a
those
fishing
of
boat of going out there
families.
makes no sense because everything is in this line.
The thing-
And you know, am I right, OWTU? Right? Go ahead. So I realize you have just created another sign.
Yes, we want this
Mustaq
one
Muhammad,
viral.
Michael Way, Newman George, Colin Piper, Randy Archibald. We want answers.
We want answers.
No answer at all.
Nothing.
We want answers from these men. Mustaq, where are you? Michael, where are you?
come
Newman,
on.
where are you? Colin, where are you? Randy, where are you? These are senior, very senior
your boys.
officials.
This is who missing.
In fact,
This
these
is who
are
missing.
the board.
These are the guys
The
who
board
missing.
from the board with Paria, and we're not hearing from them. Nobody's come. No official is coming out. When
Yet have nobody.
listen to me, when there are crises out there, maybe from school, companies, shooting, whatever, people will come out on the hour outside. But you know, we are doing so and so. Excess, you know, this is how
Something
far we have
happened,
reached. We have set up a team to go in there. You know,
The human
a recovery
element
team.
has been
You know, but
totally
nothing since Friday. Stuart, imagine I am now hearing that the energy minister said he just passed here. I just passed to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no assurance, no official from the official from the ministry come down here, make sure these people are them brother while they're waiting. Thank God for Ansel Roche. Thank God for OWTU. Just a little coffee, a little doubles, a little thing to, you know, to sustain them while they're here. Also, I even see duckies and them duckies and washrooms and whatnot.
These are the names who are the voter right now.
FYZAL, KURBAN, KAZIM Jr., RISHI,
Mr. Kurban's
NAGASSAR,
father is
YUSUF.
the one who died 37 years
37
ago.
years ago, ladies and gentlemen, when there was an explosion on the PETROTRIN jetty. Those of some of you might be living abroad, but you can distinctly remember that. It shocked the entire nation because we were in mourning 37 years ago, right? Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, his son is now trapped in a line. So you could just imagine what that family going through, that entire wound that maybe it can never close, but has now been opened back. You understand? Has now been opened back. So
The guy for his country, but his country is not fair.
since Friday,
Mr. Allen, there's another insensitive side.
Okay, where is he?
Mr. Allen, the insensitive side of it
Yeah.
is that the young lady who is speaking to us said the communication will go to the security at the gate and you will know. When I ask her
Wow.
what is happening,
Just imagine that.
What is happening?
Just
Why
imagine.
is no one here?
Officials from Paria telling them lays with the security. Here are Mustaq, Michael, Newman, Colin and Randy. Shame, all it is disgusting, you know. I mean, I don't want to bring out that side of me here in Marble, yeah? On a Sunday morning, yeah? I'm supposed to be in church, but let me tell you, all that stink, you are just disgusted. Disgusted. If that was your Mustaq, if that was your relative, or your nephew, your uncle, you know, Michael, Newman, Colin, Randy, these are directors. These are the directors from Paria. Let me tell you something. You would have turned over everything, but today there's nothing. You are telling people, go and list security will deliver messages on behalf of the team, whatever they are doing inside here. That is disgusting, man. That is disgusting.
A phone of a minister was more important than the 4 lives that are trapped in the pipeline right now.
When
We
you know,
moved heaven
when
to get that
the minister son phone went missing, they shut down everything. In fact, that day all the network went down. If you can remember, all the network went down. But you know, I don't want to bring politics in it right now. But at the end of the day, all we want is an update. That is all. That is all. That is all. You know, that is all. Come out and tell me, well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I am from Paria, so they're in my position. Currently, we have a team of divers. So we are trying. Our next step is to bring out is to get an equipment to do this. That will take us about 2 hours. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, I will come back and give you an update. That is all. Watch me. Mustaq, Michael, Newman, Colin, Randy. That is all the people want to know. You are not going to tell me what's going on in the pipeline. We understand that, but that is all they want. That is all what these people want. Just an update. Don't send him message by the security and he go come out. All they're doing this, they're doing that. What kind of all your thing is that? That's why I come down here this morning. That is why I come down here this morning. I didn't go to church. I come down here this morning to let everybody know what this. There's a serious thing. If you didn't know, 4 men trapping up our oil line. Up to now, nothing is going on. Information coming from inside that the people, there's nothing going on around the pipeline, nothing going on. No problem, I understand that. No human rights. They're saying that Paria has no human rights. Our lives, no human rights. Our lives matter. The divers' lives matter out there. There's a serious thing. I just had to come this morning because I just watching this thing as it unfolds. As it unfolds. I'm watching this thing. Friday evening, I'm watching, I'm listening to everybody. When I realize, but I say, but wait, now nobody is telling these people anything. Nobody are coming out and giving them a ball by ball and letting them know, well, X is X and Y is Y. Nobody are coming out. I said, let me come down here and really go live and let everybody know what's going on. Because you will see after this how the tables will turn. I guess they were waiting for me to come down here. They were waiting for me, but this is shameful. Shameful. People bringing water. Mustaq, let me tell you something. Oh God, come now, Michael, Newman, Colin, Randy. Oh God, come now. Put yourself in position now. They are bored from the Paria there. Put yourself in the people position. It's shameful, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Send an official now and see what they have going on. Well, you know, we have a team there doing what we can do. Every 3 hours, we'll come out and give you an update. That is all. That is all. We're talking about Friday to now, nothing. Tight security man with gun outside. Nobody want to rile up nothing here, you know. Nobody want to burn down the city, you know. These are people looking, just waiting for the loved ones. They want to know what's going on. Yeah, they want to know what's going on. They want to know what's going on. They want to know what's going on. You understand? So again, as you can see, little children with their relatives of
Nieces, nephews, grandchildren. Coming with their auntie.
Yeah, it's on here.
I said, you know, people have to come out here today.
Just come across it. Right. So, ladies, I don't want to show the face of this man here because here what's going on. Come closer. Here what's going on. He was one of the divers that retrieved one of the bodies. Sir, good morning. Tell me what, because I know you know they could pressure you when you go back to dive. Tell me what went on Friday.
Well, on Friday, they had a 5 dive team doing a operation underwater, flanging a line. They was in the process of working. Somehow something failed, and 5 of them get sucked in to the pipeline. Right? I wasn't on site at the time.
Have you ever been in a pipeline like that?
I've been in the same similar work, but not inside the pipeline.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because nobody really be inside, you just be around the pipeline working. But somehow something failed and everybody gets sucked into the pipeline.
Okay.
Right?
Like a vacuum.
Yes, a vacuum and get pulled in. They went to get pulled in, that was 2:30 on Friday. Nothing was done, they didn't reach out for extra help, nothing was done. One of the the diver's son reached on the job site around 4:30 on Friday evening. That was 2 hours after the accident. Nobody done nothing. He decided to take it upon himself to call for backup divers. So he started call around for backup divers. I get the message around 5 o'clock. So I reach on the job site around 5:30. When we reach here now, the Paria representative telling us do not enter the water. They did not give us permission to go into the water. And the hearing a diver, at the time we was hearing a diver calling and knocking inside the pipeline.
So there were voices coming out of the pipeline?
Yeah, you're hearing a voice and he was knocking an iron, knocking, and that knocking was, he was saying it loud.
So he was left there?
Yeah. The Paria representative tell us do not enter the water, do not enter the water. Right? But we discard that because we hearing our colleague calling.
So you went up and saved one?
Yeah, yes. Me and our next diver, Corey,
went in the line?
Went in and we get one. We take out that one, Christopher BOODRAM. We retrieve him, we bring him out. We together with them now, we're going back with 3 divers now. Michael, KURBAN, Corey and myself went back inside. We went as far as we could inside the line. Michael, KURBAN went in. We were breathing with a hose. He went as far as the hose could go. He had no more slack to give him. So he tried to retrieve his father because the diver Christopher told us that the next diver.
So one of the divers, his father is in there too.
Yes.
And he went dived there.
The diver retrieved, telling us the next diver was right there behind him. He was right there behind him. So he went down to see if he could get his father. He went as far as he could have get and we couldn't give him no more slack.
How long is this line?
The line it runs from boat 5 to boat 6.
How many feet is that?
Maybe 1,200 feet.
Oh, because initially we were hearing about 60 feet.
No, yeah, the gap is gone 60 feet down and then across.
So you don't know when they go down, if they go on
yes,
the bed?
Yes, they went actually way inside. They went down and then way inside.
1,200 feet from one end to the next end.
1,200 feet. You all understand
so,
now?
So anyway, they could be anywhere inside here. And what happened, what the diver told us is when they get sucked into the line, 4 of them end up in our air pocket. They were talking and communicating with each other, 4 of them. So the anonymous so when the crawling through the slushing on the line, more than oil and any line. So they had to crawl through the line, 4 of them. But so happened one of them was so badly injured he couldn't make it again. He couldn't crawl through again. He had broken arms on it. So they get banged up, sucked into the line. So when he couldn't make it again, he said he can stay back and wait for help. He said divers must come to help. Right? So one of the other divers said, alright, he can stay with him. The other 2 divers proceeded to come out. They said they're going to try to swim out. Right? 2 of them decided to swim out. On the way to come in, but only one came up and the next one did. The one was there.
Oh my God, that's like a movie, boy. That's like a movie, boy. You're hearing from one of the individuals. I don't want to put his name because, yeah.
And after all of that, we couldn't reach it. After our next dive team came with proper equipment, with longer hose to go inside the pipeline. When time we bunked at the truck, we ready to go inside the pipeline, Paria come and stop us and said nobody's to enter the water. They stop us from going to search for the diver. Right? And that was the time, that was the main time, close to the, hours after it happened. They stop us from going into the pipeline.
I have to get the name of that person who stopped all this.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
That to be open.
Thanks again, sir. Hats off to you.
Alright.
Yeah, hats off to you. Thank you again, sir.
Alright.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from an official who went down here. That is like a movie. That is like a movie, like a movie. That it is 60 feet. The line from the surface is 60 feet coming down. And it's 1,200 feet running on the seabed. So when they were sucked from the top there, they were on the top, they walk around the line and the back to pull them down. You can imagine that. And maybe somewhere in the line there's an air pocket, and he was telling us about it, that they were talking. One of the guys said we're going to stay back. So 2 of them said we're going to try to swim out of here. One came out. We don't know the status. How long? I mean, since Friday and nothing. And I just want, now you understand what exactly is going on. Now you understand that. I can't, this is like a movie.
It is like a horror movie.
A
horror movie.
The families are going crazy.
The energy minister should have been here with these people and them Stuart Young. You should have come here. You should have leave Port of Spain and come down here early morning. You should have been inside there. Me, I saying you have to go and dive nowhere, but just a presence, the presence of the minister, a presence of the officials from the board. Either Mustaq, Michael, Colin or Randy, somebody could have been here. All the park up and just stand up around. Just show that, all the stand with all the people and them, that is all, that is all. They have a hand out. Nobody protesting because of salary. Nobody wants nothing in a partner. Nobody wants nothing. All they want is their relative. That is all. And that is the reason why we are here today, ladies and gentlemen. That is the reason why.
So there's a diver that they're going to dive. They're going to block this. Let's see if they're going to send that diver in.
I think when you talk to just now.
That's the diver. One of the divers
Let's
going
see
in.
what they're going to tell
We see
them.
what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what we need to follow. Let's see what they're going to do with that diver.
This diver is the guy that went and went down and saved one of the guys.
Yeah, no urgency.
No urgency,
We
boy.
have right now.
No urgency, but there's a serious thing. 4 men trapped in a line and it's business as usual at PETROTRIN. There's a reflection of the government and they don't care nothing.
Just for sure. Let's see if they're going to allow him to go down.
They're going to let him park up to the side. Why?
Yeah, you see,
Is the
that
only
is the
hopes we
problem.
have?
They're going to make him wait there. Park in the car park there.
We have no other hope.
Wow.
Anybody has Raleigh's number? Anybody has Raleigh's number?
So this is what's happening here.
Call Raleigh and find out what that security
Those of
says.
you who understand the PETROTRIN area, the old gas station, those of you who are looking at us live now, you'll understand maybe growing up as a child, your past said PETROTRIN. What is that place across there again? The cricket place? What's that?
Refinery side.
Huh?
I refinery side of
The refinery side and where you saw the cricket and the Borakara Park here.
The guys who actually doing the work on the scene,
What's he parked up?
they have been and they have told us so far they have received no directive, no permits, no advice, they have no permission.
So now Mr. Jackman from OWTU is telling us, go ahead, sir.
Correct. At this present point in time, the contractors who are engaging in the rescue mission are waiting instructions. That has been so far for about 3 or 4 hours this morning with no directive. They are currently not doing anything, they have no permits, they have no directive.
We need to.
Again, they are not taking this matter seriously.
It's not about permit here, it's about man life.
So nothing going on.
About people's life. This is not about permit. This is not about
The
people's life.
diver, and they park his car
Let's stop it there.
Just stop the diver, the diver went down earlier on.
That's the only hope we have. And look at the sun.
The diver car there.
That's the one, the same one. The guys that had him alive today. Each year, 54 life.
What?
Tell Shereen come. We need to get rolling number to find out what they tell us.
Huh? This is Yusuf Henry, mother. Mom, good morning. Good morning. Well, we're hoping and praying just like you. We're hoping and praying for the best. We don't want to close the door. But I just find that, I mean, Paria could have done much better than this. We are hearing now Mr. Jackman from OWTU just mentioned to us the latest information we are getting coming out from inside that there are people around and they have got no directive. They're just standing there, just watching, nothing is going on. Do you think enough is being done? Your personal views?
Nothing is being done as far as I'm concerned. Nothing.
This is the mother of Yusuf Henry, one of the guys stuck in the pipe.
The last update we got in SEALINE, they spoke to my daughter last night and they told us that they were going to, that was, let's say, a little after 8. My daughter made sure...
Wait. This Yusuf Henry is not the same fella, father who died.
No, that's my 2 sons.
No. One from COVID or anything? The brother or anybody?
Yeah, one son died from, I lost 2 sons in December.
2 sons in December. Way boy. 2 sons this woman lost in December. 2 sons. Yusuf Henry in the pipeline right now. This is what you to understand, and nothing is being done.
Nothing. Last night, the last update we got, they said how they were in operations that they were about to
Yeah, but nothing is going on. We know got word from inside. Nothing going on. Nothing going on.
Nothing. They just give us a lot of promises.
That's lies.
What you wrote earlier?
This thing has got to get some
Letting
answers
everybody
today.
think that they are doing everything in the power to...
We want them rescue them today. We want them
some
home
answers
today. Something had to be done.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a little march. I mean, those of you who are looking at us outside. Yeah. All right, those of you can go to them and say, oh, she has these people there. Let everybody come out. Let everybody come out. Japan is organizing everything. Right? Coming. I want everybody to see what's going on. Everybody to see what's going on.
Alan, I want you to know there's a new list for the list of divers that have to go in. The gate don't have the list, but the operations have the list.
They say it's a new set of divers, but the security have it. Them can't go in. Operations have it. This is what's happening at PETROTRIN, at the compound here. Paria. Compound here. It's right. I mean, those of you who will understand the area. This is Marabella. This is the old gas station. This guy's building it to see many years ago. As you can see, it's a march.
We want justice. We want justice.
I mean, this is craziness and nothing going on here. Nothing going on. No team to to get these people out of that pipeline. Nothing. These are family, these are relatives. What about the woman, Miss Henry? Her son is trapped in a pipeline. She lost her 2 sons in the December month. Her son is trapped. Her surviving son is trapped in a pipeline right now, and nothing. No kind of information, nothing coming out.
Where are the lists with the new divers?
They want the list with the new divers. That is what they're asking for, the list for the new divers.
We'll come to start the job.
We want justice. We want justice. We want justice
For all.
justice.
Justice for all.
We want justice. We want justice. We want justice.
That's all they're fighting for. That's all they want. That's all they want.
We want justice. We want justice. On this song like they want justice. Song like they want justice. We want justice. Song like they want it. Song like they want justice. We want justice. We want justice.
Ah boy. That YUSUF Henry case real sad. Our man lost 2 of her sons. 2 of her sons in December. One trapped in a pipeline now. With the woman in the purple outfit here. With the woman in the purple outfit here, and nothing going on, you know. Stuart Young, this looking bad. Rowley, this looking bad. This looking bad. Get a team. Bring in somebody. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what good. That's all they want to what going on with the relative. Stuck in a pipe. This Abdullah. Right? Abdullah has just arrived. Omar Abdullah, Mr. Abdullah, can we say, sir, how do you describe this? I mean, an incident like this happening since Friday and up to now, nothing, we're not hearing. Mr. Abdullah, how do you describe this?
It pains me how Trinidad and Tobago could continue celebrating this taste of carnival that government has offered. In the midst of what is happening here, we have 4 family members trapped in a pipeline. And I want to remind this country, this is still a rescue operation. It's still a rescue mission. It's not a recovery. And I want Paria to understand what it is we are saying. And we are not going to support any initiative, no initiative that requires the recovery of bodies. We are talking about a rescue mission, and if whatever Paria is deciding to do, whatever method they are deciding to engage upon, we only hope that that is a rescue mission and those individuals will not be put further at risk. And that is what we are saying. We are demanding that Mustaq Mohammed and the Minister of Energy, Stuart Young, find themselves at the entrance of this gate. We want you in front of the cameras and in front of the mics. We want the families demanding answers. 3 days will pass at 3 o'clock this evening. It will be 3 days. These families are having to endure this. Let me tell you all something. Yesterday, we were informed that a company, 2 companies, had arrived here with all the relevant equipments to rescue these people from that pipeline. And they were refused. They will refuse to do this, and that was the best opportunity we ever had to get back these people. The best opportunity. I want Mustaq Mohammed and the Minister of Energy to come here and tell us why was that done. Tell us why we are still here. I want you all right now in front of this gate, and nobody will be allowed to enter this gate until you all present yourself here today.
How do you
I'll be doing a press conference in a short while. So I'd rather make one statement.
Yeah, but just
press
we are live. We just want to know that. Just really fast.
Just very quickly. I'm here, of course, in solidarity. I said last night. We're here in solidarity at LMCS with the workers. Concerned. This is not new. I've ticketed this gate. I've marched here. Countless times. Spoken at this roundabout. Commiserated with workers who got killed in 1985.
You were here all that time, yeah?
Yes, I was working with the union when the 14 workers died on the waterfront. So this is just an extension of our solidarity that we did. And I'll be making a major statement in a short while about the total contempt by the company demonstrated against the families of the workers and the disregard for the humanity of those who are still missing. Like so I'll make a major statement.
We'll wait till okay. Well, you heard it from Mr. Abdullah MSJ. From MSJ. I mean, it's something else. Really something else here. They're saying that nobody gonna enter this compound now. This is terrible. This is really terrible because all these people, all they are asking for, they don't want money, they don't want nothing, they don't want jobs, they don't want anything. They want to know the status and what mission, rescue mission you have in place to extract these men who are currently locked in a pipeline. That is all. Who are currently stuck in a pipeline. That is all. This is the cause of this march. And this incident happened since Friday. And Paria company that is run by the PNM government and the board and whatnot, who's in charge, they have refused to give family members here and other relatives any word. So OWTU came out, Omar came out, Abdullah from MSJ came out. You see the kind of plans going on here? You see the plans going on here? Pass them like dog here, you know. I'm showing you what's going on. Like dog here. Abdullah, as you can see, nobody is there. They have blocked the gates. They have blocked the gates. Everybody come, line up here. We want justice, line up. We want justice. Coming from justice. We want 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 justice. Just look at it. They have all the police coming to deal with the people. Army personnel, they have army personnel to deal with the people in unmarked cars, to deal with them, to beat them. Imagine if you're sending people to beat people. All the people wanted their relatives stuck in a pipeline. This is not a money thing. We want justice! We want justice! We want justice!
All is safe, come yet?
Communication and decision making absent.
We want answers. We want
communication and absent.
We want answers. We want answers. Just woman, she has nothing. She has to go down. She has to go to baby. Let
she go. Let she go. Come on, let go self reveal. Let she go. Well done, Ian. Let she go. Go ahead. Let go self reveal.
Just let her go.
Come on, let go self reveal.
Let good sense prevail.
Yeah, let go. Come on. Let go. Let us be popular for the right thing. We want
answers. We want answers. The guys are there now. We want answers. 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 We want
communication on this.
We want answers. 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 We want answers.
Communication and decision making is absent.
We want answers. 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 Mustafa Muhammad, Stuart Young, you have been summoned at the gates. Mustafa Muhammad, Stuart Young, you have been summoned by the gates. We want answers. 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 We want answers.
Let us take this standard and drop let's go. Then they close down PETROTRIN.
We want
communication and decision making phone.
We want answers. 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 We
We want answers. 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 We want answers.
Justice for
We
all.
want answers. We want answers.
We want answers. We want answers.
Mustaq Muhammad. Mustaq Muhammad. Stuart Young. Mustaq Muhammad and Stuart Young. You have been summoned at the gates. You have been summoned at the gates. Mustaq Muhammad, Stuart Young, you have been summoned at the gates. You all work for us. You have been summoned at the gates.
We want answers.
We want
Justice for all.
We want
We want answers. We want answers. We want answers. We want answers.
We want answers.
We want answers. We want answers. We want answers.
Understand that these men are still alive, and it should be a rescue mission, not a recovery mission. These men are still alive, and we want a rescue mission, not a recovery mission. We want answers. 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 We want answers.
Somebody has to say something.
We want answers. 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 Answers. We want answers.
We want it now. Right now.
We want answers now. We want answers. We want answers.
Not the child. I ain't gonna use it.
We want the answer now.
Stuart Young, Stuart Young, Mustaq Muhammad, we are repeating the call. You are summoned here at the gates. You are summoned here at the gates. Come here immediately. You are summoned here. We want answers now.
We want answers now. We want answers now. We want answers now.
We want answers now. We want answers now. We want answers now. As far as we are concerned.
Let me go with Nicholas in the camera. We want answers now.
Right, so we're back here.
We want answers.
So we are back here with one of the first persons who went down. And you know what I am hearing, and what I just want to explain to you, I don't know if you can, Jackman, I don't know if you can understand what I'm telling you. These guys from LMCS went inside to do some work. Right, now the line that they're trapping, somebody was now telling me from inside. No telling me about 3 minutes ago I spoke to somebody from inside. They were just giving me some information that this line is about 75 feet down.
1,200.
And 1,200 feet on the seabed. And where they were trapped at the elbow.
They say there was a possibility to gain air somewhere.
So they gain air somewhere across here. That's what they're saying.
So
but from Friday to now, you have to listen to. From Friday to now, we don't want to bring no bad news, but from Friday to now, you be the judge. You just be the judge, that is all.
Almighty God is in charge.
Almighty God is in charge. That's all I want to say. Almighty God is in charge. But from here, but what they were saying is that to get down, this line is 36 inch in width, right?
It have a lot of air pockets.
Right, but there's a lot of air pockets, and in order to get down now, you have to go backwards now. You got to kind of go down. Am I right? You have to crawl in. This guy here and another team went down on Friday.
Yeah.
How do you describe that event?
Well, we try my best and we retrieve one man. I called my brother and one of my workers and I. We retrieved the man within an hour. If we retrieve one guy and we are alive.
How far you all went down inside?
40 feet down and we retrieved him. Well, the guy came up and top on the NA line.
Right.
He was shouting so everybody knew he was alive. We went and bring him up. We tie him up with the rope on him, and everybody bring him up. He was messing with oil. But they ain't saying that line up and keep oil in it still.
Now I am hearing that their next move right now is to flush the line out to get the men. No, yeah, but it is a good thing. It is a good thing. No, not as a matter. It could have been done earlier in the event that they flush the line out. The possibility of these men still breathing through a little pocket, that is over once they flush that line out.
Yeah, but that we were saying.
So that is what I am hearing is that Paria does not want to take that step.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, but what if you don't want to take that step? Send in divers. If it's our men want to go down, if it's our men want to risk it and go down.
We could get the guys who was there from subsea to come back and retrieve the men.
The guys want to come back.
Yeah, well, we call them back, but Paria tell them no anything.
Yeah, so Paria don't want nobody to come in and do nothing.
To save lives, you have to invest lives technically.
Exactly.
And if you stand up and let it happen, then you kill the men.
Yeah.
Decision making.
So I now understand. I now understand that they don't wish to use the the flushing. They don't want to use the flushing because when you pull them, when the vacuum pull them and the elbow, remember it's 1,200 feet on the bed. They stopped. Now they have air pockets. One guy was able to come to surface, and that is when they went down. They were able to get him because of a little air pocket. If now, and what I understand, the reason why the delay by Paria is that their last resort is to flush. If we have any possibility of these guys surviving and still alive.
By going for one,
watch me, that flushing close off everything.
So the only thing they have between flushing and they going back.
It's better they go back.
And they have proof where they went and got about.
Let us get divers to go back before we flush. That is all. Let us get divers to go back. That is all I'm saying. If there are people who are willing to go in, all we are calling on Paria, please let people go in. They're going at their own risk. Do whatever document, they just sign whatever thing, they're going at their own risk. That is all. They're going at their own risk. It's the only way. But if you should flush, that is it. And that is what Paria does not want to do. So now I kind of putting it together now.
And if they don't do the flushing,
so wait, right. You see how I come and explain to Jackman from the OWTU? You see how I come in, I got this information, I come and that is now that you give me a kind of assurance after hearing that now you're doing something. Yeah. So we think now we think we should get the divers. No, it's just a lack of communication. That is all. If I can get that information, come out and tell the people that.
Decision making.
If I can do that, that is all. So Jackman, we understand now because I cannot tell you, well, Jackman never going on. You think, boy, I feel they should hold up on the flushing, boy. That flushing, everything done, the party done. If they flush, party done if they flush, you understand? That is a discussion you need to have with the family. But you know, we got to flush out. We got to
Yeah. So let them flush, which is impossible, or let them go, which
flushing
is
is the last resort.
Which is a risk, right?
If
They have to take.
what giving me a kind of assurance that is a possibility for us to be alive is that air pocket, that air pocket,
saved if they're alive,
that
right?
air pocket that
Only
they
if you go for
they're
them.
somewhere they're talking.
Well,
It's about the air coming in.
As the family members say, we want a rescue mission.
It's a rescue mission.
Recovery mission.
Yeah, it's a rescue mission. It's a rescue mission. But time going. So Paria, all you need to do is to come out and talk to people. That is all you need to do is to come out and talk to people. So as you can see, well, as it unfolds here. Jackman.
Alright, switch off.
Remember they have a list. Go to
About this time.
Time was not until they were
If they're there already in the close up, cut them out. If you're so sure they're dead, cut them out. If they don't have no, the reason why they don't cut them out is because if they're living, they could die. But if they don't cut them out, they can never protect it. So leave all the cut and let them know. Trying to take it to die and up. You only like to say something about right now.
With oxygen. Right? Hold on.
No, I want to put here.
To go along 75, I just tell you, I don't just shoot the messenger.
I don't want to hear this long conversation. We know all this. All I want people outside there with diamond hose and go down. That's what I want. Right? All that we don't know. I don't want to hear where I don't know. Okay? So what? I don't want to hear where we don't know.
I understand that. I just know this. I just think that the time but I am just telling you what this is.
Right now. And give us answers. Right now. Give us the answers. Right now. The children answers. Right now. The children answers. Right now.
So ladies and gentlemen, again, I can't put on a mask. Right, so again, this is just for you to understand what exactly is going on. We are hearing now. We are hearing that the last option is the flush line out, and apparently the line is 75 feet by 1200. So when it sucked them in from here, they were stuck. You know, there are air pockets. So apparently, but Paria needs to come out and deal with the situation here. So as you can see there, the people are taking the police and whatnot. But the police are here, you know, not that to buzz up nobody. You just here to make sure everything is, you know, done safe and nobody's, you know, assaulted or anything.
Taken a safety by one of the divers, and that diver had to disobey Paria's instruction not to go down. So you can well imagine if this diver did not decided to obey Paria's instruction and not go down, we would be talking about 5 persons, not 4. So understand. So this is what is happening here right now. And we are demanding Stuart Young.
I don't want something doing the same to people myself. Right now.
Saved was 5, 1 saved, 4 still locked. You can see Jackman from OWTU here, Kumar, Abdullah from MSJ, everybody's here. You have a large media contingent here also. You have a high presence of police. Nobody's bacchanal, nobody. Nobody's here to make any bacchanal, nobody's here to make any problems. You understand? But at the end of the day, what they need to do, I mean, I am telling you, that, I mean, as I said, I just got wind from inside. I spoke to someone from inside, and they indicated to me that flushing out is the last option. Divers, they have just gotten some divers and whatnot. They have just gotten some divers, so they're going to see. Remember, to go into this line, you have to crawl in. It's a 36-inch line. It is 75 feet from the surface going down, and it's 1,200 on the bed. So to the elbow, they're all locked in. Now they have a little, they have a little air pocket. But what they are saying is that they're hoping for the best. Paria said that they're hoping for the best. So just how I am telling you this, and I am giving you some level of assurance. That's all they need to come out and do, and give people updates. They are just making the situation escalate. More people is gonna come here. It's gonna, you know, they're gonna block. They're gonna, you have all the people from different unions and things here. This situation has been escalated because they have refused to come out and make a statement. Send an official by the gate and talk to people. That is all. That is all they need. That is all they need. As this woman is saying, come out of the office.
Out the office. Right now. And give us answers. 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 Right now. Share an answer. Right now. Share an answer.
Right now. So what they are saying? Mr. Abdullah, you gonna speak now? Okay, Mr. Abdullah, you're gonna speak now.
Come out your office right now. Come out your office right now.
We want answers.
Come forward here.
Come together. Come together. Social distancing as much as possible. Right? You're going to be doing a press conference here now. Right there.
Okay.
We just want to highlight the placards to the cameras. All the persons holding placards, especially family members holding the placards. No, the placards go behind.
The placards go behind.
Come here. Come on. People with placards come behind you because the camera is going to be on me, so the placards will be seen behind you.
Family members.
Preferably family members, please. Yep. You want the message conveyed. Come on, Jackman. Come on, Johnny.
All right. You all ready?
Phil, you can't, I'm talking now. You can't get that mic from there. Colin, can you fill up closer?
Sorry, you have to hold it. All right, so.
Ready, David?
Let's go quickly.
Let's come somewhere here because.
Right. Right, so we go.
Roll in. All right, good morning, everyone. Before we start, I would just like to ask my colleague, MSJ executive colleague, Clyde Callender, to say a word of prayer for us this morning.
Father, in your name we pray. We thank you for delivering us here today to carry out the struggles for our comrades who have passed away and for the families who are now suffering, dear Jesus. We ask you to calm them, dear Jesus, to look over them and guide them, dear Lord, to give them peace of mind at this time, dear Jesus, as we continue in this struggle to bring bread and justice and peace to our comrades and our family and Trinidad and Tobago. These are other mercies I ask of you in no other name but your wonderful and magnificent name. As we say, our Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. and let the words of my mouth and the meditation of always be acceptably in thy sight. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Comrade Calendar. And before I make a statement, we need to remind us and everyone else in the country of the names of the divers, because it's very important that you say their names. FYZAL KURBAN, RISHI NAGASSAR, YUSUF Henry, KAZIM Ali Jr., and of course Christopher BOODRAM, who very fortunately was saved on Friday afternoon. I want to invoke today the spirit of the 14 comrades of POINT-A-PIERRE who died in October of 1985 on the waterfront. One of those who tragically died in that accident, and I was here, Clyde Calendar was here as well, being president of the POINT-A-PIERRE branch at the time. One of them actually was the father of one of the divers who is missing, FYZAL KURBAN. So we want to invoke the spirit of those 14 who tragically died on the waterfront. I want to recognize in our presence the first Vice President of the OWTU, Comrade Ricky Benny, behind me, the President of the POINT-A-PIERRE branch of the Union, Brother Christopher Jackman, and other officers of the OWTU, all of whom incidentally are members of the MSJ. So they're here wearing more than one hat. I want to make that point very clear. They're all MSJ members. In fact, the brother of FYZAL KURBAN was one of the persons who nominated me in August of 2020 to contest this election in this seat. So, Shahid, who's the brother. I also want to remember the spirit of the waterfront workers, all now gone to the great beyond, who fought for health and safety on the waterfront and at POINT-A-PIERRE and in the oil industry. All of them I knew well. So I want to bring on the spirit of Victor Savi Singh, Ramcharita Bullal Chand, and Junior Sylvester, all waterfront workers, officers of the POINT-A-PIERRE branch of the Oilfields Workers Trade Union, who fought long before the Occupational Safety and Health Act for safety for waterfront workers and for workers in the oil industry in general. Today I want to share the pain of the families of the divers who are still missing. I was here last evening with them and you heard their pain, and I want to share their pain today and say that we are here today in solidarity with you, the families, and in solidarity with all workers in Trinidad and Tobago, but particularly the families of the divers who are still missing. This issue goes to the very heart of all that is wrong in Trinidad and Tobago today. All that is wrong as a result of policies by this government and previous governments, but in particular, we have to call out this government. The policies that are demonstrating a callous disregard for human life and for people. Policies that are putting profit before people, so they boast about the profits of Paria and Heritage, and we may dispute that, but they're putting profit before people. There's an issue of the failure of systems that happened here on Friday afternoon. I'm not going to go into technical issues today, but there was very clearly a systems failure. There was also bureaucracy and all kind of dotishness that trumped saving lives, because on Friday afternoon there could have been more efforts to save and rescue those 4 divers who are still trapped somewhere under the sea. There's very credible evidence that there were divers and vessels and equipment on spot here within a couple hours of the incident on Friday afternoon, prepared to go in and rescue the other 4 who are still missing today. And those divers, the companies that came out of concern for their fellow workers and humanity, were turned away by Paria. And as far as we are concerned, that was a criminal act to turn away persons who were prepared to risk their own lives to save the lives of others, and so on. So that issue was another example of the catastrophic policies of this government. There was total and has been total disrespect for the families of those who are missing, total contempt and disrespect. So there's an absolute absence of proper communication, an absolute absence of providing proper facilities for the families to wait on getting news of their loved ones. And if it was not for the Oilfields Workers Trade Union who arranged some lights under the shed and some toilet facilities, the families would have been there, and chairs and tables and so on. Those families would have been there for 48 hours without any human comfort being offered at all by the company. Company that boasts of making hundreds of millions of dollars, and we dispute that, could not find itself within itself to provide proper comfort and facilities for the families of those who are missing. We also want to say that in our view, the absence of proper information is a demonstration of what is going to come, which is a massive cover-up of what actually happened and what didn't happen in the hours subsequently. And I want to remind the country of what happened about a year ago when across the road, the GTL, well, the gas to liquids plant, now owned and managed by NICON, exploded. And the Minister of Energy then, deceased Franklin Khan, publicly said that the investigation report would be made public. To date, there's not been a word about that investigation of the NICON accident that happened. I visited Batu Avenue, Silcotton last night to visit the family of one of my members who tragically was killed a few days ago. And they said up to now, nobody from NICON visited the community to engage them with respect to what happened a year ago. And if that is something to go by, then there's going to be a cover-up. And we must demand as citizens of this country that there is no cover-up, and the right answers must be given as to what took place on Friday afternoon. We are also demanding, and I'll come back to that in a moment, that the proper way of rescuing those that are missing be done. And this takes me to my next issue, that one of the policies of this rowdy government is to get rid of trade unions in this country. And when they closed PETROTRIN in 2018, and I myself, and of course the union, spoke out against it and warned the country of the dangers of closing PETROTRIN, retrenching all the workers, getting rid of the union, a lot of the people in the country did not take us seriously. But today, what has happened is a manifestation of what takes place when you get rid of a trade union. Because when they sent home all the workers, a lot of knowledge and information and expertise was lost. And that could be one of the contributing factors to what happened on Friday. Secondly, when you got rid of the trade union, the Joint Health and Safety Committee disappeared in that company. And that Joint Health and Safety Committee would have ensured proper safety standards were adhered to. And if no proper safety standards were being adhered to, then the work would have been shut down by the workers. And the media would have said, oh, the union gone on strike and protesting and so on, and productivity, but lives would have been saved because jobs would have been shut down that were unsafe. You get rid of the union, you could do anything, even if it means the loss of life. And then subsequent to that, subsequent to an incident, the union would have been part of ensuring that the right procedures and being taken with urgency, because that was an emergency and there was no need for all kind of bureaucracy of 24-hour permits and all kind of crap. There should have been an immediate emergency response to rescue the workers. And if the union was there, that would have happened. And then the investigation itself would have involved union officers, so there could have been no cover-up whatsoever. So all of these are outcomes of the closure of PETROTRIN, the retrenchment of all the workers, and the getting rid of the trade unions. I just want to say as well that regrettably, the system of contract labor is a system, particularly what happened after the closure of PETROTRIN, where in many cases, maybe not in this one, but in many other cases, workers were working on the labor supply contract systems, where the workers themselves have to buy their own coveralls, safety boots, and all kinds of other things, not being paid proper wages, and a whole set of things like that. So that odious contract system is another policy of this government. I want to end by posing the question, because that is what this issue is about. What kind of Trinidad and Tobago do we wish to have? What kind of society do we wish to have? Do we wish to have a society where workers' lives have less value than the lives of some of the elites? Because bet your bottom dollar, if the children of board members or executive management were down there in that pipeline, the bodies would have been out. Either alive, the persons would be found alive, or the bodies would have been retrieved long time. But those in power, the controllers of economic and political power, just do not care about the ordinary workers and the ordinary citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Their lives are dispensable once they provide labor to generate profits. So it is profits and capital before workers and people. We say that there must be justice for everyone. We are demanding justice, we are demanding answers, we're demanding that there be no cover-up, we're demanding that those who have responsibility are held accountable, because the life of every citizen of this country, regardless of their station in life, is equally important to the life of every other person. Everyone counts in this society. And what this issue says is that the ordinary workers and people just do not count, and we must reject that and say we want a different and better Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much. I don't know if there are any questions.
David, just what's the latest you're hearing about this investigation?
No information has been provided by the company whatsoever. We have gotten information, obviously, you have heard some of that from people who are here and so on, but I'm not going to go into now the technical issues of what happened or what did not happen today. All right? The company has a responsibility to provide a proper report, no cover-up, no attempt to plaster over any sores. There must be a proper investigation. We don't even know if the OSH authority is inside there. And in any case, our experience with the OSH authority and the agency is that they often jump, because their jobs are insecure, they often jump to the tune of the state. And that must not happen in this instance.
Mr. Abdullah, would you have expected the Minister of Environment to public statement by now? Or any of the officials of Paria?
The families of the persons who are missing have been totally disrespected by the board and management of Paria, who simply are communicating, and the families could confirm this, by occasional WhatsApp messages. They provided no proper facilities and so on, and there ought to have been regular communication. There's been no communication for this morning as far as I'm aware. No communication, nothing. And the Minister of Energy simply came down here on what we believe was a PR exercise.
What did the family say that they discussed with them, with the ministry studio?
No, I can't speak on behalf of the family as to what was discussed. Okay? But the families are very angry and upset, which is why we are picketing outside here. And let me just make one last point. What we engaged in outside here is a peaceful picket in total conformity with the law, which is the Trade Disputes and Protection of Property Act, with which I am very familiar because I have probably organized more pickets or been involved in more pickets than nearly everybody else in Trinidad and Tobago over a period of 50 years of activism. And I'm very aware of what the law says, and that is what we engage in today. So we have a right to be picketing in front of this gate, because this is a trade dispute, because there's a problem between the workers and the employers.
David, we know we're in the pandemic and so forth, right? I mean, we see that it's talk about gathering in these kind of numbers, over 10 or 25.
Yeah, but
what is your personal take on that?
We have been picketing and moving around and so on. That's what we agreed. They only gathered now because of the press conference. And as soon as the press conference is finished, we are all going to move around. All right?
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, members.
We're saving future lives.
TV6, I'm sorry that you came late.
We're saving future lives.
Pardon me?
If we don't do this, we won't save the lives of the future. Future lives. Future lives.
We want answers.
We can't compromise safety and decision making and communication. You can't compromise that. Trouble. This is advanced life being saved.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, all is didn't call for, all is already called for. You have riot police doing riot gears and whatnot outside here.
Let's keep the picking going, right?
Yes, sir. Mr. Rajpal, I mean, you're up here taxi, and then you want to officials from UNC. What brought you here this morning?
Because we heard of the mishap that happened, live, people children and husbands are missing, and we decided to come and give solidarity to the cause. We are here simply because we believe human lives matter. And with that, we are here. My council colleague, relative, is also missing. And we have decided as UNC councillors, we need to be here, present here, to join with the family and hope for the best that the three will come back alive.
And save future life by doing this.
That's right. And also for the cause that
Council Nadia, you're the council of this area. Beautiful. That's very noble of you to come here, you know.
No, but I'm here today to also to share in support, to stand in support, and to lend some sort of compassion to the families. I know both the KURBAN families as well as the NAGASSAR family. And I want to say, Mr. Allen, that I am disappointed in Paria. For a big prominent company, you should have shown some sort of compassion to the family out here. I mean, it's over 24 hours and one meeting, one release. I mean, look at the situation. You have been here yesterday.
They are escalating the situation themselves.
Personally, I think that they are prolonging the letter, right? But all I am asking is that the relevant authorities conduct a thorough and transparent investigation to bring some sort of closure to what has happened to these drivers. And if, I mean, there is any sort of compensation that will be fair across the board. But once again, I want to reiterate, Paria or the relevant authorities need to do a thorough and transparent investigation into what is happening.
Thank you. Well, you heard it from Nadia, the UNC councillor for this area. We have Taxi, who's also a councillor, but Taxi relative. His niece's husband is trapped in the land. Taxi. What do you know the introduction?
Ian, right now it's hurting me, right? And I know what my niece is going through, right? Right? With my brother, daughter. At just 2 years now, I lose my brother, right? Those children, they're very close to me, right? It hurted me to know, and or the other family who going through this time, right? We here since Friday, and the company have no courtesy. Yesterday they come and did Mama Gaius at the club at the Heritage, which is PETROTRIN, right? And the minister of anything come there, he just come for a show, right? And up to now, they promised since yesterday, the CEO of Paria promised that to give us the information 2 hours, every 2 hours, and nothing happened. Up to last night, late this morning, we come back here and nothing happening, right? Right now, we only want to know what's going on with those 4 boys, right? And with my nephew there, right? Rishi, NAGASSAR, right? Right now, that child home there, his son, right? Every time I just what that child tells him, it's hurting me to know that innocent child only asking for his father, right? I wouldn't be comfortable, right? It's hurting me, and I know what my niece is going through. Look, right now she's crying there, right? And we are not getting no information from this company. Nothing, right? Family are calling, neighbors, friends, everybody. They are the home there, right? We don't know what to do, right? We prayed this morning and asked the Lord that let me come and get a good hearing so that we will know what to do. We still have hope that he survives. We have hope. That's the only hope we have, right? right? But every minute go and every hour go, we don't know, right? It's hurting me to see what's going on here, right?
We pray for a miracle. At this point in time, the family, we all are praying for a miracle that these guys will come back to us safe and sound.
Thank you, Mr. Rosberg. Thank you, Nadia. Well, you heard it from UNC officials, the councillors and whatnot. I just see the situation. They have a very high presence of police officers here, but I mean, coming in and whatnot. But I mean, but this is all this is called for. Just to come out as you come out your office and give out some answers. So we're gonna come out live now. We're gonna keep you posted on the on what's happening here. So this is I.A.N in Marbella. This is respect to the 4 divers that are currently stuck in our line. We're hoping for the best. We're hoping for the best. All right. So the police is about to leave, as you can see. Up to now, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing that no roof, no permit, nothing has started. Someone just came and mentioned to me that nothing has started inside with any mission to rescue these men. Nothing has started. Wow, this is unbelievable. It is totally unbelievable. I know the Prime Minister is always locked onto my life, and and I'm calling on you, Mr. Prime Minister. Get in contact with the Energy Minister, the officials from Paria. Let them come out and make a statement and defuse this situation. The situation can be defused because they're just escalating. Police, riot squad, everybody's coming in. And in order to avoid that, we don't need, at the end of the day, everybody's concern is the men who are stuck in the line. And let us not forget that. Let us not forget that. So again, I want to thank those of you who have been on the live. Share this, at least you have an idea of what exactly is happening at in front of Paria's gates. Thank you again.